A new season of the very popular, very creative Black Mirror is here with 5 new stories, and all episodes are available on Netflix. Now, for those who have never seen an episode in their life or know what this is, this show is like this era's version of the old school classic series called Twilight Zone. I'm talking about the original one that came back like way back in the day, alright? But anyhow, though, my overall thoughts from this season, I'll give a little bit, I guess. I'll just say I enjoyed it for the most part. As always, some stories are better than others. And we're going to talk a bit about each story. And I'll tell you which are my favorites at the end, alright? But one thing I'll say, this season for sure has more horror elements or stories, I should say, than usual. And to me, that's a good thing. Anyhow, first story is called Joan is Awful. An average woman is stunned to discover a global streaming platform has launched a prestige TV drama adaptation of her life, in which she is portrayed by Hollywood A-lister Salma Hayek. Now, this one is the most accessible one, I think I would say, especially for the masses because it plays out kind of like a sitcom. Yeah, it's very funny because this woman, who's basically, her job is basically to fire people for a living, and she seems a bit heartless about it. She's engaged to a guy she's not fully committed to, gets calls from her ex-boyfriend who she's not fully over, and one day at home with her boyfriend, they check out a show on Streamflix, aka Netflix, and it shows her life playing out the very day she just had, with Salma Hayek playing her in an over-dramatized version of what went down in her life, in her day, the day of her life, excuse me. It's pretty funny and scary to think about your life being exposed like that for all to see. And I'll say this though, Salma Hayek has some funny ass lines in this one, and the story has a very cool ending as well. I mean, to me, the moral of this story is, I feel technology is just not too far away from taking over our lives, and honestly, how much of our lives do we really control? Not a bad start for the season. All I gotta say is that church scene is one to be remembered, dude. Enough said. The next story is called Loch Henry. It's about a young couple travel to a sleepy Scottish town to start work on a genteel nature documentary, but find themselves drawn to a juicy local story involving shocking events of the past. Now, first off, I gotta say that since this is out like in the in the country and whatnot, I love the greenery, dude. I mean, the scenery of scenes like this are just awesome and breathtaking. Just a side note, sorry, I just had to say that. Gotta love it. Now, this is one of those stories that has more of a horror feel to it for sure, especially the ending. You have this dude with his girl. They go back to the town that he grew up in, and the town's practically empty. Once he finds out why, the original film they were working on turns into a documentary about the town and its dark secrets. And boy, does shit get dark. Yeah, this one gave me actual chills, dude, how fucked up it gets, though. I mean, not necessarily on the bloody parts, but the reveals are just so harsh and just, whew, man, it's harsh and heartbreaking is basically what I could say. A well-told story, and one of my favorites for sure, though. I will warn you, it's a bit of a slow burn, but it pays off in the end, dude, I promise. Up next is Beyond the Sea. Hands down the best story of this whole season, alright? In an alternative 1969, 2 men on a perilous high-tech mission wrestle with the consequences of an unimaginable tragedy. Not only has man discovered how to go to the moon, but they also replicate bodies so you can be in space at one moment, then transfer to your duplicated body on Earth to visit your family. This is, man, this is a fucking movie, dude. It runs about like an hour and 20 minutes, and every minute is great, though. I mean, Josh Hartnett and Aaron Paul, they kill it in this one, dude. This one's about how a traumatizing experience can change a man, and when given a second chance to redeem his dignity, does he remain grateful, or does he get greedy and take advantage of one's hospitality? At least that's my thoughts. I love this one so much, though, man. I mean, the ending, dude. This one may be one of my all-time favorite stories of the series in general, though. For real. Next one is called Maisie Day. About a troubled starlet is dogged by invasive paparazzi while dealing with the consequences of a hit-and-run incident. This one stars Zazie Beetz as a paparazzi, basically. You know, those shady-ass folks who take explicit photos of celebrities and make money off the photos, that sometimes make the news and possibly destroying lives, that kind of stuff. And, you know, like I said in the story, there's a star who recently went to hiding after a hit-and-run incident that she had. And Zazie gets word about whoever gets the first photo of her gets paid some really decent coin. I'm talking about really good shit. And oh yeah, wait to see how desperate her and the other paparazzi are trying to get this girl's pic. And you thought crackheads were crazy. Woo! I guarantee you, dude, the big reveal you will not see coming. I'm telling you right now, you will not see it coming until seconds before you're like, oh shit! It's really cool. And it's a wild one. This one's for the horror fans for sure, man. And I enjoyed this one a lot as well. And last and certainly not least, Demon 79. Another one with horror elements. So here it goes. Northern England, 1979. A meek sales assistant is told she must commit terrible acts to prevent disaster. This one deals with racism, politics, and the devil. This woman just happens to find something that summons a demon who gives her 3 days to kill people. And if she doesn't actually fulfill those needs, the apocalypse will come and kill everyone on Earth. Like a demonic genie, I guess you could say in a way. I enjoyed this one because in a way it's about self-redemption in a sick kind of way. A person who found self-confidence to follow through with some shit, I guess. I know it sounds crazy what I'm saying though, but I mean it's not on the best of ways, but it's almost like this person sort of found themselves, I guess you could say. I know it's a little weird, but I'm just, if you watch the story, you'll see what I mean. But good stuff for sure. Plus it has horror elements, so that's always a good plus. Anya Vasan, who plays the main role, she's great. You really empathize with her, though. I mean, poor girl got hate she didn't deserve and was a victim of circumstance, basically. And Papa Esiadu, I think I pronounced that right. I hope I did. As the devil dude, he was badass. A great counterpart for Anya to work with for sure. Dare I say this demon isn't as bad as he seems? I mean, though he is a demon. It's a great way to definitely close out the season for sure. And overall, it's another great season, and obviously I hope more in the works. I mean, because it's a classic series, man. And anyways, here's my list in order from best to least. Or actually, I take that back. I'm going to go from least to best, all right? So here we go. Number 5, Joan is Awful. Number 4, Loch Henry. Number 3, Maisie Day. Number 2, Demon 79. And 1 is Beyond the Sea. Hey guys, give me your list. I'm really curious to see what your favorites were. But anyhow, though, hey, thanks for taking the time to listen to nastiness. That's all for today. Stay nasty, my friends, and I will see you at the next one. Shay Nasty out.
I'll see you soon.
Like and subscribe.